smokes one. Deep right field, and it is gone. A grand slam for Preston Allen.
Sunday is for possible sweeps as the Yakima Valley Pippins try and secure the 2025 Battle of the Basin title on their home turf against their sibling rival, the Walla Sweets. Good afternoon, Pippins fans, and welcome into Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. I'm Harmon Johnson. That's right, a win today would secure the 2025 Battle of the Basin title firmly with Yakima Valley, the first time a winner will have been named since the series was named in 2021. How they got here? It was another stellar performance by a Pippins starting pitcher last night from Ian Fisher and another early start from the Pippins offense. Let's take a look at last night's action.
80 miles an hour as now he comes set with the man at third. 0-2, this one's a poke over towards the right side. It's off the body of Dom Cadiz, and a run comes across. The Pippins score in the first inning yet again against the Walla Sweets. It's 1-0. Now Gage Reeser's back in the starting lineup. Reeser's not wasting any time as he swings first pitch. This is sending Rogers all the way back to the wall. It's over his head. Rounding third is Finley Spicer. He's going to score. Reeser's into third. An RBI, two-out triple for Gage Reeser. Welcome back to the starting lineup. Has made his way to Cal Baptist now. He's trying to make an immediate impact in this first inning. He's going to rip one hard over to short. It's past Sanders. A second straight hit and a third straight run. Pippins are up 3-0. 2-1. This one's ripped on the ground to Allen. Might be two. Over to Reeser. On to first. Double play. A twin killing for Yakima Valley. Erases the first hit of the ballgame. 2 balls, 1 strike. Talbot on the way. There goes Jansen. Pitches on the ground. They're going to stay out of the double play. The run's going to come across, and Preston Allen gives us some insurance here in the 8th. Most of the crowd is stuck around despite some chillier temperatures. Trying to see their hometown Pippins win their second series against Walla. The 1-1. This one's on the ground slowly to Naylor. He gets a good hop. The throw to first is in time. And Yakima Valley takes their second series against the Walla Sweets.
That was a look at last night's recap of the Pippins' 4-2 victory over the Walla Sweets. Coming up next, Pippins Pregame continues as we talk Battle of the Basin with Pippins General Manager Jeff Garrettson, and we'll have the Banner Bank starting lineup. Stick with us on Pippins Pregame, presented by the Washington's Lottery.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. I'm Harmon Johnson, joined today by Pippins General Manager Jeff Garrettson. Jeff, thanks for coming on the show.
Glad to be here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's Sunday. It's game number 6 of the Battle of the Basin, and this is a rivalry that's been around since 2021, but hasn't had a winner yet. Pippins are up 4-1 currently.
Absolutely. This whole event is actually the brainchild of Sweets General Manager Cody Miller. And we thought, since we play each other 6 games every year, why not turn it into something that's more fun for the fans, for the players, for the communities. And Battle of the Basin was born. And then this year, just the way the schedule worked out, this is the first time that we've had a 9-game set instead of 3 at home, 3 on the road. So we will have a winner this year, finally, since we've tied the first 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a very close rivalry since its inception. You mentioned all the ties, but this is more than just playing baseball against somebody multiple times in a year. You also get to have a little fun. Skills competition was last night. There's a home run derby on deck down in Walla later this year.
Yeah, we've had the home run derby here the past couple of years, but as you know, it's hard to hit home runs here, especially when you're trying to hit home runs in a derby. So we switched it up this year to a skills competition, which really we didn't really finalize what the specifics were until about 4 hours before the game yesterday. But it was a good idea, a better idea for players to get out there, have some fun, and raise some money for charity. So
Yeah, talk about those charities. This Battle of the Basin, again, more than just playing the game of baseball.
Absolutely. I mean, we both in Yakima and in Walla Walla, we are the same company. We're trying to become community assets and trying to find ways every year to give back to the community. Last night's skills competition raised over $3,200 for charity. We'll have our Alzheimer's Awareness Night this coming Wednesday, where we will auction off game-worn jerseys, special jerseys that night. We're also doing 2 other collaborations throughout the summer. Fred Meyer will have a Strikeout Hunger Night where fans can donate food either here on that game night or at the store and get free tickets. We're also going to be partnering with Les Schwab for a back-to-school drive for kids who need school supplies. So just some of the ways that we can help make our communities better by giving back. And, it really does help get people involved too. Yakima particularly is a very giving community. Sometimes it gives and gives and gives even more than you think it would. So while we're able to do some of these things as well, it just helps the outreach so much better.
Well, great insight on both the Battle of the Basin and all the community outreach you guys are doing here with the Pippins. Jeff, thanks for coming on the show.
Glad to be here. Let's have a good game tonight.
Let's have a good game indeed. We have Banner Bank starting lineups coming up next. This is Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Welcome back to Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. It's now time for the Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup as announced by Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier. Banner Bank, if you're looking for a regional bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go and see Banner Bank, a longtime sponsor of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Leading off and playing third base today is Charlie Shebler, back in the lineup after an off day yesterday. Batting second is Neil Jansen playing left field. In the 3 spot is number 25. Dylan Anderson playing right field. Cole Hansen cleans it up today and will be the designated hitter. Kyler Bittner is in at shortstop today, giving Langan Naylor a day off. Gage Reeser is back at second base for the second day in a row. Batting seventh is Max Senesac doing the catching today, wearing number 46. Batting eighth is number 15, Ethan Buckley, today's first baseman. And in center field, rounding out the lineup, is number 9, Jared Stevenson. So again, for Yakima Valley, Shebler, Jansen, Anderson, Hansen, Bittner, Reeser, Senesac, Buckley, and Stevenson. Austin Murphy is on the bump for Yakima Valley. We'll get you his numbers when the Sweets come up to bat in the top of the first. That has been your Banner Bank starting lineup, and this has been Pippins Pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. First pitch is next. Stick with us.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Pick up a copy from our employee owners in store today. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. 12-ounce Red Bull drinks are 3 for $8. Get a Heinz picnic pack for $5.99. Best Way's 16-foot pool is just $329.99, and Yakima Bates Rooster Tail 6-pack is just $11.99. Plus save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Save store-wide through June 16th with Buy Mart's latest savings book.
Well, here it is. Happy Sunday, everybody. The third and final contest of this weekend series against the Walla Sweets. The Yakima Valley Pippins have taken the first two and are looking to get their first season sweep over their sibling rivals. I'm glad you're with us on a Sunday afternoon, 5 o'clock start. Again, cameras don't seem to be wanting to working at its best, so bear with us through the early parts of the technical difficulties. We'll get that sorted out as the game goes along. It takes them about an inning to get back into the groove of things. They took the weekend off seriously. As Austin Murphy is going to stroll out onto the mound for Yakima Valley, the man from YVC just down the street on Nob Hill Boulevard, pitched 2 innings against the Northwest Star Nighthawks, giving up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He struck out 3, though, and so something encouraging to look for there is Murphy trying to get the team through a few innings of work. He's going to toe the rubber. Throwing from the left side to Trevor T. as the first pitch is downstairs at 5:03 p.m. So glad you're with us. The Pippins up in this series 2-0. As the second pitch in there. Called strike number 1. Murphy wears a black arm sleeve on that left arm as he just misses outside. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike. He likes to work quickly, so I'll try and get all the information you need in between his pitches. 2-1 misses way outside. Murphy, the 1 walk to 3 strikeout ratio, 3-1. He's going to miss down and in. That pitch was just about a strike according to TrackMan, but a leadoff walk to Trevor T. Walla will send up Landon Young, Dom Cadiz, and Billy Scaldaferri next. With nobody out and a runner at first. Murphy immediately into the stretch. First pitch downstairs. Did have a little bit of trouble against Northwest Star, those 2 hits and the 1 run across. Let's see if he can get settled in here. 1-0's down and away. Behind Murphy in the outfield is Neil Jansen, Jared Stevenson, and Dylan Anderson. Charlie Shebler is the man at the hot corner. As a 2-0 pitch, that one is skied out towards Stevenson. The ball has been traveling pretty well today at the Orchard. That one's all the way to the track. But Stevenson will make the grab for out number 1. Bittner, Reeser, and Buckley complete the infield from short to first. Max Sinisak is behind the dish. So now Billy Scaldaferri waits on deck as Dom Cadiz steps into the batter's box. A leadoff walk, and now a single through the left side puts 2 aboard with only 1 out. Walla is trying to flip the script from the last couple of days and get on the board early. Last night, they didn't score until the 7th inning. The night before, they got 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th. And then 2 in the 7th. Pippins trying to sweep for the first time in the regular season. Murphy's first pitch, that one spins in at the top of the zone for strike 1. Scaldaferri last night was 0 for 4. A trio of flyouts to Jaden St. Cyr in center field. A check of the runners. This pitch is slowly over to third. Shebler's going to go to second for 1. 1. The turn by Reeser is dug out by Ethan Buckley. 2 out. 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 As quickly as the inning started, it's over thanks to a twin killing by the Pips defense. We go to the bottom of the first, still scoreless.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Charlie Shebler, who started the 5-4-3 double play to end that first inning, strolls to the box for the first trip on offense for Yakima Valley. It's Shebler, Jansen, and Anderson due up here in the first. Looked like Murphy was in a little bit of trouble, but then the defense for Yakima Valley able to get him out of it. As now Alex Jennings will toe the slab. First pitch into Shebler is downstairs for ball one. Jennings pitched previously against the Pippins in the first trip to Yakima Valley. Was only able to go 3 1/3, gave up 5 hits and 5 runs. Shebler unable to hold his bat. Evens the count at 1-1. So Jennings trying to get some revenge against the Pips. As now the 1-1. That one's in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, I just threw a souvenir out from the window here after the Pippins turned that double play, and the 3 kids I was aiming at didn't see it down there in front. 1-2 to Shebler's upstairs. Hopefully one of them turns around and sees that ball sitting there in the 3rd row. My bad, my arm's a little bit not loosened up yet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Shebler's down on strikes. There's the first punch out for Alex Jennings. So now here comes Neil Jansen. Jansen batting .293 coming into this contest. Playing left field for Yakima Valley. Jennings into kind of a 2-step windup as the first pitch right in there at the bottom of the zone. 90 miles an hour out of his hand. Watch his windup. It's kind of a step back. Well, he didn't do it that time. Neil fouls this one off into the dugout. Seems like a couple of times Jennings kind of rocks twice. Certainly an interesting way to get the pitch to home plate. Kind of reminiscent of old-style baseball. Yeah, there it is, the 2 steps. The 0-2, Jansen stays alive. That pitch stays in. And it looks like a little girl's going to end up with the souvenir. Another 0-2 pitch on the way from Jennings. That one misses downstairs. Neal played last night, batted out of the 7th spot, was 1 for 4. Got a key single that moved Cole Hansen to third base that allowed Preston Allen to drive in the 4th run of the ballgame. A 1-2 pitch now. He's going to foul this one over towards the dugout. Good battle being put up here by Neal. San Jose State. They're on the late parts of a Sunday afternoon. 76 degrees at first pitch, much nicer than the last couple days. The 1-2, a swing and a miss. A longer at-bat that time, but Jansen is the second strikeout victim of Alex Jennings. Well, you know a pitcher's locked in when he catches the ball that goes around the horn with his bare hands. Jennings trying to avoid the first inning issues that his fellow starters have had this weekend. Dylan Anderson sends one back to the screen. Looks like Owen Estabrook is the bat boy for Walla Walla today. He is not catching. 0-1. That one's just a bit downstairs. Anderson 1-1. Last night, as it looks like Jennings needs to tie his shoe. Last night, Dylan Anderson was the Battle of the Basin skills competition winner. Scored over 30 points, hitting the ball to the middle parts of the outfield. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball never made it back to the plate. Was able to help raise over $3,000 towards a charitable donation. So good job, Dylan Anderson. 2-1 pitch. This is a soft little looper right at Young, who will make the grab to retire the side. A 1-2-3 frame for the Yakima Valley Pippins. We go to the second, scoreless at the Orchard.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
First pitch, Jacob Talbot takes out to second base. Reeser's up with it in time for out number 1. Talbot 0 for 1 on one pitch. It was a double play that got the Pippins out of the first inning unscathed. And now Nate Stuyvesant will bat with 1 out. The second baseman in today's contest. Murphy's first pitch is fouled into the Pips dugout. Around the Pips dugout, it actually trickles out there to shallow left field. Murphy able to get out of that first inning on only about 12 pitches, despite giving up 2 base runners. A 1 pitch downstairs in the left-hand batter's box. Talbot was just out. Stuyvesant batting .455 on the season. 5 hits and 2 runs driven in. in his 4 games so far with Walla Walla. This one slowly on the ground out to short. Bittner, he's up with it. Strong throw across. Buckley makes the grab. Middle infield's been working hard so far today. 5-4-3 double play and a ground out to both second base and shortstop. And now Andrew Dimonu standing in the right-hand side. First pitch just a bit downstairs. According to Matthew DeGruy, today's home plate umpire, Gabe Nobert is in the field. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball right over the plate. Now 1-1. Dimonu bats .217. Hitter number 7 of 9, all from the right side. It's a 1-1. Misses away. Against the left-handed throwing Murphy. We saw this yesterday, too, against Ian Fisher. Everybody for Walla Walla batting from the right-hand side. The 2-1, a wave and a miss. Change up. Had Dimonu fooled. Murphy looking for his first strikeout on the afternoon. The wind and the 2-2. This one's on the ground over to third. Shebler's up with it. The infield trifecta. To second, to short, and now to third to get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here at Yakima County Stadium.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Pick up a copy from our employee owners in store today. 28-ounce Gatorades are 4 for $5. 12-ounce Red Bull drinks are 3 for $8. Get a Heinz picnic pack for $5.99. Best Way's 16-foot pool is just $329.99. And Yakima Bates Rooster Tail 6-pack is just $11.99. Plus save in the bonus zone on Werner Jerky and Dawn Dish Soap. Save store-wide through June 16th with Bi-Mart's latest savings book.
Bottom of the second inning here is Cole Hansen is set to lead it off for Yakima Valley. Hansen, Bittner, and Reeser scheduled to hit here in the second inning. Pippins trying to do what they did the last 2 games and strike early. They were held down in order in the first inning. As now Cole Hansen, who is just continuing to make an impact with the Pippins. 8 hits through 8 games. He's going to foul one into the mitt of Bidwell for strike 1. Hansen had a double back in the 8th inning of last night's contest that he later came around to score on a Preston Allen ground out. That was some insurance for Yakima Valley as he's even in the count now 1-1. Earlier in last night's game, had an RBI single that drove home Gage Reeser that made the score 3-0 at the time. 1-1 pitch. That one catches the outer black. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hansen spent last spring at Oklahoma, but will be transferring to Cal Baptist, as that one is upstairs. 2-2. Hansen said a couple days ago, Cal Baptist, one of the teams that was recruiting him out of high school, and ultimately came back to find him after he entered the portal. Is the 2-2, a wave and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Alex Jennings already in this ballgame. And now Cole Hansen will discuss with Kyler Bittner what to do against this strikeout hurling right-handed thrower. Bittner made his return to the starting lineup during that Portland series. Takes a ball down and away. Gage Reeser was in yesterday, and so Bittner did not play, but now back at shortstop, giving Langan Naylor a much-needed day off. 1-0, that's down and away as well. Facing Jennings back on June 4th, Bittner had a single and a walk with a run scored. 2-0's fouled back. That single back on the 4th of this month was one of 3 hits that Bittner had on that day against the Sweets. Let's see if Kyler can replicate that damage to Walla Walla, as he's going to line this one out towards Cole Rogers in center field. Again, the ball's flying pretty well today, but Rogers was shaded back. And so that is out number 2. I was out there during batting practice today and was watching some of the guys track down fly balls. I actually went out and stood in the outfield for a little while, and there were some balls hit right at me that I probably would have been able to catch, but they just one step sailed over my head. First pitch into Gage Reeser is strike 1. It's a warmer day. Wind is blowing out. A 1 downstairs. So that could be a factor in the flight of the baseball. Reeser's got a wide open middle infield. He's going to send this one foul just late. Makes it count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jennings ready. 1-2. Reeser's going to poke this one out towards right field, but it'll hang up near the infield for Stuyvesant. Another 1-2-3 frame for the Pippins on offense. We go to the top of the 3rd, scoreless here in Yakima.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legend.
First pitch to Zane Bidwell, misses outside for ball 1 as this game just motors right along. Top of the 3rd inning. Austin Murphy facing the Walla Walla Sweets. He's going to send a strike in there. Makes it an even count. Bidwell, the catcher today, after getting a couple days off with Owen Estabrook behind the dish. He's going to watch ball 2. Batting .273 through 12 contests with Walla Walla. Seems to be that getaway day guy. And he's going to ground one over on the left side. It goes under Shebler's glove. And that's a costly mistake to allow a base runner here in the third. Immediately scored an E5. The one benefit I guess you have, though, with getting that runner on base is Cole Rogers, despite his speed, Zane Bidwell does not appear to have the same wheels. So the middle infield going to play for a double play. That pitch rides inside. Well, it hits Cole Rogers, so there goes that. It was down by the foot area, and if you remember, Gage Reeser was hit the breaking ball on his foot that knocked him out for a week. Rogers appears to be okay. But now there's 2 on, nobody out, and Trevor T. strolling to the plate. Oh, looks like Rogers is going to try and shake out his foot a little bit, strolling up that foul line. Certainly didn't feel good. It never does, even if you wear those ankle guards. The foot is a very sensitive area to get hit by a pitch on. Pitch only came in at 69 miles an hour, so it wasn't overpowering per se. As now the first pitch to Trevor T. Squaring to bunt. Shebler's going to charge. Able to grab it. The throw on to first is not in time. Trevor T. beats out the throw by Charlie Shebler, and the bases are loaded. Infield single for Trevor T. And now Austin Murphy is in a world of trouble out there in the center of the diamond. What does Walla Walla do now with the bags juiced? Murphy sends in a first pitch strike. If you're going to give up runs, this would be the inning to do it. You still would have the rest of the game to get back. Try to limit the damage here as the corners are going to play in. This is lined over the head of Buckley. It's going to softly fall right down the line all the way to the pole. 1 run is home. Rounding is Cole Rogers, limping all the way. And 2-run score on the RBI double by Landon Young. Well, it was Walla Walla who took Game 3 last time these two teams met. Pippins would love to get a sweep and secure the Battle of the Basin here at home. But there's still nobody out, and first base is open for Dom Cadiz. Cadiz takes one high and away. Murphy trying to limit the damage to just those 2. He's got a tough task ahead of him with nobody out. 1-0 pitch. Stays upstairs. That makes it 2-0. Down in Portland, it was a couple of big innings that cost the Pips that series, including an 8-run inning in the 6th on Wednesday. 2-0, Cadiz watches strike 1. So far, though, in this series, the Pips have been able to limit Walla Walla. The most runs they've scored in an inning has been 2. They've done that twice, each of them in the 7th inning in Game 1 and 2. 2-1, this one's golfed out towards left field. Jansen going back. He's at the track, at the wall. It's off the top, and it bounces all the way back towards the infield. 2 runs are home, and Dom Cadiz comes up with a big 2 RBI double to crack this one wide open for Walla Walla. There is still nobody out here in the inning, and there's nobody warming up. This is Austin Murphy's jam to get out of. First, Coach Eddie Kribbe is going to make his way out of the dugout to go try and calm down the southpaw. 5 runners have batted in the inning, 5 have reached, and 4 have scored. All started by an error at third base by Charlie Shebler. Again, not his natural position, but an All-MAC defensive member at second base last year with Akron. Does not commit very many errors, as the Sweets have doubled their offensive output from last night. Billy Scaldaferri is the next man to face Austin Murphy. Now only 1 on the base pads. As the first pitch is upstairs, Murphy, when he hasn't been in the strike zone, has not been close. When he has been in the strike zone, balls have been flying. The last one by Cadiz, 100 off the bat. He just missed a home run by about 3 feet, as that pitch is just a bit outside. I don't know about that one. Matt DeGree, the home plate umpire. TrackMan had that one both in the zone at the top and the side. Murphy got squeezed as this one is roped foul down the third base line. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a lot of action in the West Coast League today. Some games that got rained out yesterday turned into doubleheaders today. First, a 2-1 pitch. This one is out towards Jansen, sending him back towards the scoreboard. He's going to make the grab over his shoulder. Cadiz was not tagging, and so he'll stay put at second base, and there is finally the first out. That'll bring up Jacob Talbot, who grounded out on the first pitch he saw. Pitched in yesterday's contest. So let's get you some scores from around the league. A lot of finals already with those double headers, getting their game 1s out of the way earlier today. First pitch downstairs. Victoria lost to Kamloops 6-5. Same score in Edmonton as the Riverhawks are victorious over the Wenatchee Apple Sox. Nanaimo 11-1 over the Lefties. 1-0. This one's over towards the right side. Diving is Reeser. Keeps the ball near him, but that one hurt. Reeser immediately holding that left wrist where his glove once was. And for a man that just came back from a foot injury yesterday, trying to shake out that left hand, you hope everything's okay for Gage. Kind of landed right on that left wrist, got his glove twisted around. Athletic training staff from Multicare Orthopedics Northwest going out to check on Reeser. Talbot will reach. Runners will be at the corners. That is ruled the 5th hit of the ball game for Walla Walla. Reeser still being tended to by the athletic training staff. We might get a chance to get a look at this play. Here it is. Pretty routine if Reeser was playing in his normal spot, but then he tries to dive and just immediately you can see him grab that left wrist. It is the first baseman, Buckley, who went out to check on him initially. Now the 2 right side infielders, Stevenson and Anderson, standing behind Coach Garrett DeGallier, field umpire Gabe Nobert, and one of the 3 athletic trainers from Multicare Orthopedics Northwest. I believe that is Jesus. You really hope that Reeser can stay in this contest. You would think that if he doesn't, that Langan Naylor will most likely come into play short and Bittner would move to second, or you could move Shebler to second and bring in Preston Allen if you still wanted to give Naylor the day off. Looks like they're doing some taping of that left wrist to try and get Reeser through this contest. Again, if Reeser was playing in his normal spot, that's probably a routine ground out, but because he was shifted more up the middle, he had to dive to at least keep the ball on the infield, prevent a run from scoring. Austin Murphy will be allowed some warm-up pitches. Trying to get that tape job done right on the left wrist of Gage Reeser. Everybody kind of standing around. This game was moving at a pretty good pace until the start of this inning, as Walla Walla's had now 6 of their 7 that have come up to the plate reach, and looks like Reeser's going to stay in this ball game. That is a tough young man that plays the middle infield. Hobbled around with the foot injury last week, and even with the tape on, that probably doesn't feel great. But he is going to try and remain in this contest on defense for now. So here's Nate Stuyvesant, grounded out to short, back in the second. First pitch down and in. Pips looking for an out. They've got one, but with already 4 runs across and a 5th waiting at third base, you've got to find a way to put another out on the scoreboard. Breaking ball, top of the zone. Back to the scores. Cowlitz in their first game of a doubleheader beat Springfield 4-3 in 7 innings. There goes the runner. This pitch on the ground over to Buckley. It is foul. Oh, just foul. Buckley had his foot on the bag, trying to get at least 1 out. So now the count's 1-2. In Bellingham, the Marion Berries took a big win over the Bells, 6-5 in 10 innings. 1-2, buzzes the tower. Moves the count to 2-2. Some other games that are underway. Ridgefield and Corvallis playing game 1 of their doubleheader. There goes the runner. Pitches down and away. Throw by Sinisex, a strong one. Bittner cannot apply it to the tag. The throw beat the runner Talbot, but able to swim around the tag. The run did not score, and the count runs full. First base now open. And a payoff pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside. So now the bases are loaded, and the 9th man to bat is Andrew Deminu. All right, Murphy back into trouble. Deminu looking to come up big. First pitch hums right in there. No balls, 1 strike. Deminu came into today batting .217. That's dropped just a little bit. There's the throw down to second you just saw. 0-1, stays upstairs. The ball definitely beat Talbot down to second base, but Bittner was unable to get the tag down. 1-1 pitch. That's outside. 2-1 now. Murphy's had to labor here in this 3rd inning. It's not over yet. Only 1 out. Bases are loaded. The count is 2-1. Another breaking ball to get him back into the count. Murphy's had to rely on the breaking ball a lot. Just something he can throw for strikes. What's he come with on 2-2? A fastball. This one's on the ground. Shebler struggles to get out of the glove. Reeser turns. The throw to first is not in time, and the run scores. I'm a little surprised that Shebler didn't go home to try and cut down the run at the plate. Had he not bobbled the ball coming out of the glove, might have been able to see the second double play. But instead, 10 men will come to the plate here in the third as Diminu reaches on the fielder's choice, and he drives in the 5th run for Walla Walla. That pitch downstairs. Good stop by Senesac. So score the out, 5-3 to Stuyvesant. Bidwell takes a pitch outside. Led off the inning with an error by Charlie Shebler. Looks like Evan Ellis has gone down to work in the Pips bullpen. Throw over to first. Not in time. It had been relatively clean baseball for both of these teams the last 2 days, but now Walla Walla filling up the scorecard as the wind now blows hard out towards right field. 2-0 breaking ball. Another one in there for a strike. Five runs on 5 hits. As there goes the runner. This one's out towards the gap in right center field. Stevenson was played over towards right field, and it's going to get all the way to the wall. 2 more runs are going to score. Zane Bidwell, who started the inning getting on base, now has a 2 RBI double to make it 7-0 Walla Walla. That is the 3rd double in this 3rd inning that has plated 2 runs. Murphy asked to eat this last out here as he misses high and away. Cole Rogers got hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Well, it is still the 3rd. A 1-0. Squaring to bunt, but it's in there for a strike. Trying to catch the Pippins defense off guard. All the offense started by a leadoff error by Shebler. 1-1. This is softly out towards center field. This is going to fall in the Bermuda Triangle. An 8th run is going to come home to score. The throw goes to second. The tag is in time. Rogers is the 3rd out, but the run does count. An 8 spot for Walla Walla in the top of the 3rd, and it is all Sweets here at the Orchard.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Well, Yakima Valley has some work to do. Now here in the bottom of the third inning, down by 8. That's the second time the Pippins have allowed 8 runs in an inning. In the last 6 games, they allowed an 8 spot against Portland back in the 6th inning on June 18th. They have 7, 8, and 9 due up against Alex Jennings, who is perfect through 2 innings. Need to slowly chip away at this one. Pippins allowed 8 runs on 6 hits and 1 error in the top of this inning. Senesac's going to square to bunt, and Jennings is going to miss. Max catching for the first time this weekend, batting .211 in his 11 contests. 1-0, that's upstairs. Well, you don't have to get them all back yet, but you do need to start scoring a couple of runs an inning if you're Yakima Valley. 8 is a hard run to come back from, as Jennings misses down and away for ball 3. Has to tie that right shoe again. That's the second time already that he's done that. Senesac, I would assume, is taking the whole way here in a 3-0 count. He was. It's in there. Still have to be selective. Trying to get the first base runner aboard for Yakima Valley. 3-1, a wave and a miss at a pitch that was outside. Senesac trying to come up big, with nobody on the base pads. Can't get them all back yet, Max. As now the count is full. That pitch is too close to take, and rung up is Max Senesac. So Alex Jennings got behind 3-0 and then was able to come back and punch out Senesac for his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. So now Ethan Buckley stands in. That pitch stays upstairs as the ball gets past Jennings. Buckley playing first base today. Haggerty and Angulo getting the day off on defense. A big cut. Buckley was searching for that high fastball and unable to come up with it. One ball, one strike. A breaking ball now. Soft little dying hook out towards center field. And there's the first hit and the first base runner of the ball game. Ethan Buckley gets Yakima Valley in the hit column. So now Jared Stevenson makes his way to the plate. Stevenson playing center field today from Seattle U. 0 for 6 in his 3 regular season contests. Made his debut pinch hitting against Portland on Tuesday. Was in the starting lineup on Wednesday. Made a couple of very nice catches in left field, and then was in center field for Game 3 of that series. 1-0 buzzes the tower. So the count now 2-0. Again, Jennings only able to get through about 3 innings the last time these two teams played. Certainly has a cushion to work in some trouble, as that one's inside as well to Stevenson. Jennings from Colorado Mesa in his 6th contest with Walla Walla. Last time out against Cowlitz, went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, as he's now 3-1 in the count. Allowed 4 hits, walked 3, struck out 4. That last game against Cowlitz was his longest outing by an inning and 2/3. Longer pause before the 3-1 as Stevenson's going to sky this one out to T in left field. Barely has to move as he will make the grab for out number 2. Back to the top of the order, thanks to Buckley getting on base. Now Charlie Shebler trying to atone for that error that got Walla Walla started in the 3rd inning. Charlie swinging from the left side, one of 2 left-handed hitters in the lineup today for the Pippins. He's going to send one softly out towards left field, but playing in was T with the left-handed hitter. And the side is retired. We're through 3, 8-0 Walla Walla up on the scoreboard.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
New pitcher up on the bump for Yakima Valley is Austin Murphy, able to get through 3 innings, but he was tattooed there in the 3rd with 8 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 walk and no strikeouts. As now it will be Evan Ellis who will stroll up to toe the slab. Ellis on the season has been kind of a shutdown type guy. 5.40 ERA through 4 contests, 8 1/3 innings work. Does have a 4 inning save, 9 strikeouts to 8 walks. Last time out on Friday, 1 inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts against these Walla Walla Sweets. He's going to be asked to get through a couple innings and hang some zeros so that the Pips offense can get to work. His first pitch to Trevor T. That is a called strike. Sinisak dropped the ball, and so some chirps from the Walla Walla Sweets dugout. T is 1 for 1. He's been on base both times, walked back in the first. 0-1. This one's foul. Got a piece of the guys in the box. So Ellis quickly ahead 0-2. Looks like T got the brunt of that. Pounds around the mound, or the box rather, to shake out some of the pain. No balls, 2 strikes. Ellis on the way. A breaking ball that he loops out towards center field. Coming in is Stevenson. He'll call everyone off and make the grab. Captain to the outfield makes out number 1. So now Landon Young for the third time here in the fourth inning. 2 RBI double that really started the train for Walla Walla. He brought home brought home Zane Bidwell and Cole Rogers. First pitch, breaking ball upstairs. Those were Young's 12th and 13th runs driven in this year. 1-0 in near the kneecaps. 2 balls, no strikes. Ellis got that first out on 3 pitches, but has since missed with his next 2 offerings. 2-0s downstairs. Pippins did not allow very many free passes by Austin Murphy. Only 1 walk. He did hit a batter, and a runner reached on an error, but other than that, everything was earned by the Sweets in the box. As the 3-0 is upstairs for ball 4, second walk of the afternoon for Pippins pitching. Can't get into a habit of that. Would love to see Ellis just pound the zone. Dom Cadiz is 2 for 2 today. A single and a double. His first pitch is off the glove of Senesac all the way to the backstop. A big turnaround second. But that's all the further that Young will advance. Pitch that was just yanked outside of the batting area. It's now Max Senesac is going to go chat with Evan Ellis. Got the first pitch on 3 out, or the first out on 3 pitches, but has since thrown 5 straight outside of the strike zone. Meeting over. Ellis did struggle against the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Gave up 3 runs in an inning. He also struggled against Portland. In a third of an inning, gave up 5 runs on 2 hits and 3 walks. .1-0 pitch. Taking off for third on a breaking ball. Looks like it's going to be swiped easily by Landon Young. Pitch was called a strike. It evens the count at 1-1, though. So now a 9th run for Walla Walla, standing 90 feet away with less than 2 outs. Another 1-1 breaking ball. Dom Cadiz halfway to the cycle. Ellis trying to retire him for the first time tonight. 2-1. Another breaking ball, but that one misses inside. Inside and just a little bit low, according to the TrackMan data. And now the count is 3-1. You certainly don't want to walk runners to put them on the corners. A 3-1. That one's fired in. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ellis is going to have to dig deep. Pippins haven't necessarily used a lot of their bullpen, but 3 arms came out of the pen on Friday, 2 yesterday. Payoff, swing and a miss. That's a big second out by Evan Ellis. Ellis pitching on only about a day's rest. Some other arms you might see in this contest: Branson Rozier, Pearson Pollard, maybe Jabari Simon as well. First pitch, that one finds the heart of the plate. Got to find a way to hang zeros here in the middle innings and get your offense going. Pippins will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the 4th inning, as we're now an hour into the contest. 0-1. This one's pulled foul. Now the count 0-2. Pippins in a deep hole, 8-0. The score. Trying to prevent a 9th run. Ellis's deep breath, and now an 0-2 pitch. This one's on the ground, over towards Bittner. Backhands the throw, skips it over to Buckley, and it pulls him off the bag. And the 9th run does score for Walla Walla. It is ruled an error by Kyler Bittner. Second error of the contest by Yakima Valley. 9-0 is now the score. Ellis unable to hang the 0 as Jacob Talbot takes the first pitch inside. Talbot yesterday was on the bump. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, and walked 1. Now moving into the box. 1-0 downstairs. This is where Ellis had trouble in that outing against Portland. He got to 2 outs, and then a couple of free passes just really derailed the night for him. He was one of the 3 pitchers used in that 8-run 6th inning put up by Portland. This one's harder on the ground, out to Bittner. He throws to Reeser to force out Billy Scaldeferi to retire the side. Another run comes across. It's 9-0 Walla Walla here in Game 6 of the Battle of the Basin.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Pippins have the heart of the order due up here in the 4th inning, trying to get on the board and start a 9-run comeback. Neil Jansen struck out back in the 1st inning against Alex Jennings, trying to change the narrative. The first pitch by the right-hander is stung out towards the shallow part of right field and caught on a line by Stuyvesant. It's about the 3rd time the Pippins have lined out in this contest. A couple of defensive changes. Andrew Dimonu moves from right field to center field. And Johnny Backus is now in right field. It appears Cole Rogers' day is done after getting hit in the foot. This pitch all the way to the backstop to Dylan Anderson. We saw a similar situation down in Ridgefield with with Gage Reeser. Hopefully Rogers is all right as Anderson sends one foul. Backus will bat in the 9 spot. Now the 1-1. This one's ripped out towards Backus. He's not going to get there. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Anderson turning at second, but he will hold and settle for a 1-out double. There's the first extra base hit of the contest for Yakima Valley. So now Cole Hansen, who has a knack of coming up clutch, standing in the batter's box. Struck out back in the second inning, but trying to change that. Again, Yakima Valley just needs to get on the board first. Then you can start thinking about how many runs you need to get. But you're never going to get any closer if you can't score. Pitch outside for ball 1. Jennings is a little bit of a funky pitcher. Out of the windup, he sometimes does kind of a double step. From the stretch, you can kind of see that front foot is across the body. He'll mix up a traditional arm slot with kind of a sidearm slot as he misses with ball 2. Trying to change up what the hitters see in the box. Hansen's become a valuable part of the Yakima Valley offense. That's why he's designated hitting today after catching yesterday. A 2-0. That one's pulled outside. Hansen would take a walk and bring up Kyler Bittner. Would love to get a couple of guys on and a couple home. Pearson Pollard's grabbed a ball in the Pippins bullpen and is starting to loosen. 3-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Back-to-back base runners for Yakima Valley. Time is going to be called, and Bidwell's going to go out and talk with Jennings. This is longer than Jennings made it in his first trip to the Orchard. Pitching with a 9-run cushion. I'm sure the discussion is probably throw strikes. We don't need to walk anybody. That is the first free pass by Jennings. Now Kyler Bittner. He's had a couple of big hits already. 12 hits on the season. He's driven in 4 runs. But he's moved kind of from the top of the order to the bottom of the order, so he hasn't always had opportunities with guys on. First pitch made him throw a strike, but he didn't get it. 1-0. Pitch lived just a bit upstairs. Let's see if Bittner is still taking, as now 5 straight pitches have missed. 1-0. There's the strike. Made him throw one. Not a bad strategy. Bittner flew out to center field back in the second inning. Pippins now have 2 hits on the night. 1-1 pitch is outside. Game 3, the first time these two teams met, was won by Walla Walla. (12-7) was the final score in that one. Pippins scored 4 runs in the 7th inning to mount a start of a comeback as Bittner sends one foul. The comeback fell short, though. In both nights, Walla Walla has tried to make a comeback, but their attempts have fallen short as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bittner. This one's lined out towards the scoreboard. Sending back T. He's looking up. It's over his head. Dylan Anderson gets the wave. Holding up is Cole Hansen at third. It's an RBI double by Kyler Bittner to get the Pippins on the board. There's the start. You got to chip away. So now Gage Reeser will bat with only 1 out and 2 in scoring position. The only reason Cole Hansen didn't score on that is because from first base he had to hold up and make sure that that ball was caught. Dylan Anderson, being at second, had a pretty good read on it. And so he was able to score. But now with two in scoring position, back to the windup is Jennings against Reeser, who's going to ground one back up the middle. This one slowly hit. Diving is Young. He's not going to have a play. Infield single for Gage Reeser. And now the Pippins have two. String together a couple hits. And now it's 9-2. They've been leaving the middle wide open for Gage Reeser this entire series. Finally able to make Walla Walla pay. Run number 1 and number 2 have scored in this inning for Yakima Valley as the first pitch to Senesac is downstairs. Pippins back within 7. Senesac has hit one out here in his home ballpark already this year. Would love to see a deep drive to the outfield. Wind blowing out to right. 1-0. This one's popped up foul. It's going to land in the bowl. A couple of fans chasing that one down. Count even at 1-1. Runners are at the corners. We'll see if Reeser decides to take off at all. Ethan Buckley, who got the Pippins' first hit of the ball game, is standing in the on-deck circle. One ball and one strike. Jennings back to the stretch. Senesac takes strike 2. Looked like it was a borderline pitch. 72-mile-an-hour breaking ball from Jennings. So now the count is 1-2. Pitch on the way, cut on and missed by Senesac, his second strikeout of the night. Some frustration from Max. And now Ethan Buckley trying to push across at least one more. You've got that runner that's been at third with less than 2 outs. Now there are 2 outs. Would love to score the lead runner, Bittner. That would cut the lead to 6. First offering is skied on the left side of the infield. Young, the shortstop, near where the third baseman stands, will make the grab to retire this side. Yakima Valley gets 2 back. The comeback starts in this 4th inning. We go to the 5th. It's 9-2, Walla Walla.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
The Pippins revolving door in the bullpen continues to spin, and now it's Pearson Pollard onto the bump for the Pippins, the left-handed hurler from Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Get you the numbers
on Pearson. Had a strong outing against the Portland Pickles. Went 2 2/3, gave up only 1 run. That 1 run was a 10th home run of the season for Josh Schleichart. Walked 3, struck out 5. Has a 1.42 ERA on the season through 5 games. Has struck out 21 batters. So Pearson looking to hang a 0 after Evan Ellis was unable to. And the Pippins offense just got 2 of the 9 runs back. So it is crucial to not allow any more across for Walla Walla. Pippins and Sweets, 6th meeting out of 9 this season, as the first pitch misses away. Overall, Yakima Valley leads the all-time series with Walla Walla 35-30. 1-0 pitch is right in there. In this stadium, Pippins also lead by 5, 20-15. And of course, as we've mentioned already, this year, Yakima Valley leads the series 4-1. A 1-1. That one's down and in and actually clips the foot of Nate Stuyvesant. Another free pass issued by Pippins pitching, 4th one of the night. So Andrew Dimanu will bat with a man aboard. Dimanu, the right fielder, was left stranded in the previous inning. So now he takes strike 1. Check that. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd inning. I was looking at the line above. Pollard, nobody out, man at first. Runner's going to take off. The pitch is way outside. It gets all the way to the backstop. It will go down as a stolen base, though, because Stuyvesant was running from the start. Pollard able to avoid the wild pitch statistic thanks to the base running of Stuyvesant. So now the count's 1-1. Pearson trying to fight through the adversity as he sends a breaking ball in there at strike 2. 75 on the slider. Pearson's given up 1 run in each of his last 4 outings, but that's been it. A 1-2. This is a breaking ball, sawed off towards the right side. It's going to find its way into the Sweets bullpen. We will do it again. Pearson's been asked to go the distance in a few of the games he's been in. Twice he's gone 3 innings. One of those was a win he actually picked up against the Walla Walla Sweets in that 13-5 victory on June 4th. He also went 3 against Ridgefield in a 5-1 defeat. 1-2, another one foul on the right side. Most hits he's given up came back against Cowlitz on June 8th. He gave up 3 hits, only allowed 1 run. It was unearned. The only time he hasn't given up a run in a relief outing came back against Wenatchee on May 31st. Another 1-2. The runner's going, but he'll have to return as that one's fouled back. Stuyvesant has been very active on the base paths. Here on a very pleasant Sunday evening in Yakima. The Sweets are in front. 9-2. As now another 1-2 pitch on its way. Fastball. Oh, just missed. Woo. That pitch just below the zone, according to Matthew DeGruy. Trackman agrees. Not by much, but it was below the zone. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Breaking ball. This is a liner right at Kyler Bittner. He's going to throw to second just in case, but able to dive back is Stuyvesant. That is out number 1. So now Zane Bidwell, who has been on twice today. He had the third of the 2 RBI doubles back in the 3rd inning. And then he scored on a single by Cole Rogers, and then Rogers was thrown out trying to advance to second. First pitch here to Bidwell is outside. Bidwell not the everyday catcher, making the most of his time here in the starting lineup. Old-fashioned style catcher, swings with no batting gloves. This pitch is popped up on the infield. Pollard calling everybody off. Now he gets out of the way for Ethan Buckley. That's the right play to make. And there's 2 down. First baseman Buckley made sure his pitcher got out of the way. I'm sure Pollard could have made the play, but you just never know. Pitchers trying to field their position sometimes get caught up. So now there's 2 outs, man at second base. Cole Rogers' spot comes up, but it will be Johnny Backus. As we already mentioned, came in the game on defense, and he will take strike 1. Backus wears number 25. Standing on the left-hand side, another left-handed hitter finally into this lineup for Walla Walla as that one misses outside. Of course, now he's facing left-handed throwing Pearson Pollard. The only reason I think Backus wasn't in the lineup today after getting the day off yesterday was because it was another left-hander starting on the bump. Count is 1-1 here with 2 down. Runner's going to take off. Sinasak picks it out of the ground, but it's into left field. Able to come in easy is Nate Stuyvesant. Give it a stolen base and a throwing error, and another run comes across. Second time in as many days a run is scored for Walla Walla thanks to a steal attempt down to third and then a throw getting past a third baseman on a wild throw by a Yakima Valley catcher. So now 3 errors on the night for Yakima Valley as this pitch is fouled away to make the count 2-2. There's still time as we're only in the 5th inning. Pippins pitching is going to have to figure out how to get some zeros on the board though, after giving up 8 in the top of the 3rd. Swing and a miss to retire the side. A 10th run comes across for Walla Walla, and it's an 8-run ball game as we're halfway home here at the Orchard.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Bottom 5 here at Yakima County Stadium. Glad you're with us here on a Sunday evening. Harmon Johnson and the rest of our video crew, Shay and Maddie, bringing you this one. Here in Game 6 of 9 this year in the Battle of the Basin. This is the final contest that will be played at Yakima County Stadium, as the final 3 games of this series will be played in Walla Walla on the 4th of July weekend. Pippins need to mount an 8-run comeback to tie the game. They have 5 innings on offense to do so. First pitch is just a bit upstairs to Jared Stevenson. 9-1-2 due up for the Pips. Pippins came into today 10.5 back on the Portland Pickles. There's a strike. Standings have shifted since the start of the day, though, as some teams playing double headers. 1-1. That pitch breaks too far inside. You see the standings there. Walla Walla sits in second place in the south. Bellingham leads the north, although they just lost to the Marion Berries as the 2-1 is fouled back. So that's a big loss for Bellingham. Wenatchee, of course, right up there with Edmonton. In the south, Portland has the lead, but in the middle, it's kind of anybody's south. A lot of the teams trying to get ready for the second half. 2-2 downstairs. Of course, if you're unfamiliar with the playoff format in the West Coast League, it's the 2 half winners. So after the first 27 games, the first half is over. Payoff pitch inside to Stevenson. He will take ball 4. So after the first half, the winner automatically qualifies in each division for the playoffs. And then the second half, we'll have a second winner. If it's the same team as the first half, then the second place team automatically gets the half title. And then the next 2 best teams will be wild-carded into the playoffs as the 3 and 4 seeds in both leagues. So 8 teams total will make the playoffs. A lot of the teams in the south looking up at Portland as Shebler's going to sky one out towards center field for Demanu. He's going to make the grab pretty easily for out number 1. And so those 8 teams will play a 3-game series at the higher-seeded team's home field. The winners of those series will then play a 1-game set at the highest-seeded team's playing surface. And then the 2 winners from each division will meet in a championship game. Jansen takes strike 1. Certainly a long way from the playoffs yet, but it was brought to the attention of everyone here with the Pippins. This is game number 18 for Yakima Valley, with less than 10 to go before the first half is done. Hard to believe. The last little bit of the first half will be played against the Corvallis Knights, who are here Tuesday through Thursday. 1-1, swing and a miss. Then Yakima Valley will travel to Bend to take on the Bend Elks for a 3-game set. That's the next 6 games. And then the final 3 games of the first half will be played here at Yakima County Stadium against the Marion Berries. A 1-2 swing and a miss. Jennings picks up yet another strikeout as he's trying to get through 5. Dylan Anderson, the last hope here in the 5th. Which means that barring any games that are missed, the second half will start with the July 4th game against the Walla Walla Sweets in Walla Walla. Fireworks night and a potential Battle of the Basin winner. Pitch misses way inside to Anderson. Of course, unless Yakima Valley can come back from down 8, they will need 1 of the 3 games down in Walla Walla to win the Battle of the Basin title. We'd love to see the Pippins do it at home, though, as Anderson sends one foul. Gonna need a lot of offense over the last 4 innings plus here in this contest. That Walla series begins a 6-game road trip for Yakima Valley. With an off day in the middle, they'll play the Sweets for 3 from July 4th through the 6th, and then the off day Monday, and then we'll travel to Springfield to play 3 games against the Drifters. Two 2-1, that one is just down and away. Makes the count 3-1. After that Springfield series, it'll be a home set with the Bend Elks, and then the All-Star game. Played up at Bellingham's Joe Martin Field. 3-1 pitch. This one's lined back up the middle by Anderson. He doesn't want to walk. He wants to get on with the base hit. Second hit of the afternoon for Dylan. There's 2 aboard. Should be fun, the All-Star game. Pippins have a couple of guys that are trying to enter their name into the hat. And then after the All-Star game, it's a quick finish from there. 3 games with Portland, 3 games on the road against Marion, and then 3 with Corvallis. Springfield comes here. Yakima Valley goes to Cowlitz, and then Ridgefield wraps up the regular season here in Yakima County Stadium. Swing and a miss by Cole Hansen. So this may only be game 18, but game 54 is going to come up on us quicker than you think. Of course, some teams are already past the 20-game mark. A 1 pitch. That one's in there. A team like Portland would have been plus 20 games by now if they hadn't been rained out twice. Yakima Valley had their non-league weekend during the Father's Day weekend last Sunday. 0-2 to Hansen, a wave and a miss. Jennings is through 5 with an 8-run cushion as he confidently strides off the mound, qualified for a decision. We go to the top of the 6th, 10-2, Walla Walla on top of Yakima Valley.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Pearson Pollard remains on the bump for Yakima Valley as we get to the 6th inning here at just past 6:30 p.m. in Yakima, Washington. It was a quick contest last night, one that only lasted 2 hours and 24 minutes in a Pippins 4-2 victory. This one might take just a little bit longer thanks to the big 8-run inning by the Walla Walla Sweets. as they'll send the top of the order back up yet again. 4th trip now for Trevor T to the batter's box. Well, did someone just get tossed? Matthew DeGruy just said you're gone. I wonder who got tossed. Who was it? Max Senesac has his mask off. Garrett DeGallier coming out of the dugout. I think Max Senesac just got tossed from this game. Senesac must have said a couple of choice words to Matthew DeGruy. Pearson Pollard was not allowed a throw down to second base on his final warm-up throw. The West Coast League umpires have been kind of policing that a little bit more. We saw that in the Portland series, as it looks like Jake Porter is going to come into this contest to be the new catcher after Senesac was just ejected. First ejection we've seen this season. Eddie Kribbe going to discuss the pitch mix with Jake Porter. That was out of nowhere. As the discussion continues, let's take a look here. Obviously, you won't be able to hear much. Trevor T just strolling back to the dish. Senesac obviously must have been saying something. As, yep, right away, you're gone. I'll be interested to hear what the report says after the game as to why Senesac was tossed, as Jake Porter is going to get to catch a couple of pitches to get introduced to this ball game. Wow. It's been a frustrating day for Max. 0 for 2 at the plate. But certainly catching, it didn't look like there was much going on. As Porter will get a couple of extra pitches to warm up. Porter hasn't played in a couple of games, as now Gabe Nobert is going to head over to the Pips dugout to talk with Garrett DeGallier. I wonder if this is just saying where to place Senesac now that he's been ejected. All right. Matthew DeGruy kicks Max Senesac out of this game. And now we're ready to start the 6th inning. Trevor T digging into the right-hand batter's box. First pitch, this is ripped right at shortstop. Nice play by Kyler Bittner. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th. If I'm not mistaken, I think that the ejection for Senesac comes with a small fine. I don't think that was an egregious enough ejection to warrant a suspension, though. As now the first pitch on the ground, high chop to Reeser off the bat of Landon Young. He's going to throw to first and retire the second out on the second pitch. So now Dom Cadiz. Let's see if Pollard can get something in play on this pitch. Cadiz is 2 for 3 today. He doesn't swing first pitch. Not going to humor Pearson Pollard. It's now 1-0. Pollard trying to work a very quick inning. 4th pitch. Misses down and in. Max Senesac ejected from this contest. Jake Porter, the new catcher. He'll be scheduled to hit 3rd in the order when the Pippins come on offense. 2-0, that one's just a bit outside. Now it's 3-0. After getting the first 2 outs on 2 pitches, Pollard's thrown 3 out of the zone to Dom Cadiz. This one's popped up, though, and Pollard is going to get out of the inning. Stevenson makes the grab, and a 1-2-3 frame puts the Pippins right back on offense. Let's see if they can respond after the ejection by Matthew DeGruy to Max Sinisak. Pippins are on offense next.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
New arm in for Walla Walla. It's Dawson Mooney taking to the bump. Alex Jennings goes 5 innings, gives up 5 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned 2 walks, but an impressive 7 strikeouts. And now Mooney, the lefty from Gonzaga, coming out here to work the 6th. 5, 6, and 7 due up as Bittner fouls one over towards the press box. Bittner just recently committed to Fresno State. Described it as a school that he's kind of been looking at. Good luck to Kyler here in the fall as he goes to be a Bulldog, as he's going to sing this one out towards the gap in right center field. Dimonu ranging back. He's not going to get there. Bittner's at second as the ball is picked up on the track. He will motor in with the leadoff double. Good start to the 6th inning here for Yakima Valley. As Gage Reeser, who singled and drove in a run back in the 4th inning, getting ready to hit here. Reeser doesn't quite have the hole he had the last time up with the runner at second base. He's going to swing first pitch and serve it foul. 0-1. Gage came into today batting .257, picked up his 10th hit on the year back in the 4th inning with that infield single, as shadows now enveloping the pitcher's mound and the batter's box. 0-1, that one down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was overcast yesterday, and so no shadows to mess with the eyes, but now it appears that that banner shadow is just going to envelop the infield for a few minutes as the sun continues to set. 1-1, Reeser squares to bunt. This is foul as it hit him in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, trying to surprise the Sweets defense. Gage now has to protect. He's behind in the count, 1-2. The lefty comes set. Now the 1-2, that's high and away. Reeser from Yakima Valley College, just down the road on Nob Hill Boulevard. trying to come up big here at Yakima County Stadium. Pippins trail by 8. A 2-2 breaking ball. Reeser able to just stay alive. Count remains 2-2. Reeser and Bittner have been one of the mainstays in the middle infield since day one for Yakima Valley. A 2-2. Another one staying alive. Reeser putting up a fight. Jake Porter waits in the on-deck circle to take his first hacks after coming in the game in the top of the inning after Senesac was ejected by home plate umpire Matthew DeGury. Reeser ready. So's Mooney. 2-2. That's inside and it hits Gage Reeser. He's fired up. 2 men are on and nobody are out. Now Colby Wadlow is going to head out to talk with his left-hander as Jake Porter, standing in from the left side against the left-handed throwing Mooney, is getting his first chance here in the ballgame, first chance in the series, after Max Senesac was ejected in the top of the inning. Porter attended Santa Clara, didn't see very much playing time as with the defensive meeting, Garrett DeGallier is going to call his next 2 hitters to discuss what to do to try and climb out of an 8-run hole. Still enough time to make some progress, but you got to get a couple runs on right now at least. Coach DeGallier has been coaching third base since Game 2 down in Portland. Pippins are 2-2 since then, but that third game in Portland was a close one. Pippins lost it 6-4. They won Friday's contest 6-4, and then won last night 4-2. Find themselves down by 8 here, but the best opportunity since the 5th inning. Last inning to drive home a pair. Porter watches the first pitch down and away. Senesac ends the day 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Porter, a left-handed stick. This pitch is a high chop, sending back the second baseman Stuyvesant. It's off his glove and into right field. Kyler Bittner comes around to score, and Jake Porter plates one and his first trip. Very high chop out to the second baseman Stuyvesant. You're going to see Porter pound this one into the ground, and then just off the top of the glove. They do rule it a hit, so give Jake Porter an RBI single. Reeser had to hold up at second just in case the throw from the right fielder Backus came into third. But now Ethan Buckley, who picked up the first hit of the ballgame for Yakima Valley, standing in. First pitch. Buckley's going to ground this one through the left side. Gage Reeser gets the wave. Late stop sign, though. He's going to hold up at third. He's able to get back in time. And the bases are loaded. Good swim move over at third base by Gage Reeser. Helps him get back in time. And now Jared Stevenson has the table set. Hard hit by Buckley, first pitch. 93 through the left side. Reeser had to throw the brakes on quickly. It was probably safe even if he didn't swim move. The swim move actually almost got him out. But now the bases are loaded. Nobody out. Pippins
need to capitalize. Stevenson watches the first pitch down by his feet. Mooney's given up 3 hits. He's given up 4 straight base runners. Reeser's at third, Porter's at second, Buckley is at first. Stevenson takes the 1-1 on the ground, might be 2. Short to second. Stevenson runs well enough to beat it out at first, and another run scores. It's now 10-4. Ethan Buckley is forced out at second base, but 1 run does come across, and there's only 1 out. We'll see if Stevenson is in motion at all, as Charlie Shebler's helmet must have been broken. He needs a new cap. Now he's ready to hit. Shebler on the day is 0 for 3. He is due. Charlie's got 11 hits and 7 RBI on the first 11 games he's played. Swinging that torpedo bat. The lefty Mooney has given up 2 already. First pitch breaking ball that Shebler sends over towards the Sweets dugout. Pippins have struck for 2 twice now. 2 in the 4th, now 2 here in the 6th. It's a 6-run ball game. A 1, a big cut by Shebler. Coach DeGallier barking from the third base coaching box to shorten up. Just put the ball in play. Shebler just needs a little base knock somewhere to bring home a 5th run for Yakima Valley. 0-2, a late swing, and Shebler's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So now Neil Jansen's the last hope to plate a couple here in the 6th. 2 runs are home. Jake Porter stands at third base. Jared Stevenson is at first. Jansen's got 5 runs driven in through 11 games with Yakima Valley so far. First pitch, a breaking ball. They're going to appeal down to Gabe Nobert. He did not go around. Count is 1-0. Need to try and at least bring home Porter. Infield shifts to the pull side for Jansen. 1-0, that one bounces away. Here comes Porter. He's charging down the line. He's going to score standing up. Jake Porter, immediate impact after entering this game in the top of the inning. It's now 10-5. Mooney has given up 3 runs here in relief of Alex Jennings. Stevenson was able to move up as well. And it's 2-0 to Neil Jansen. This pitch is foul past Garrett DeGallier. It is a passed ball officially. Goes against Bidwell. Jansen with a poke to the outfield could cut the lead to 4 for Yakima Valley or for Walla Walla. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Mooney sends it home. That one's downstairs. The throw's going to go down to second. Mooney almost caught that, but then he matrixed out of the way as they tried to catch Stevenson sleeping. It's 3-1. If Jansen could reach, Dylan Anderson, who's 2 for 3 today, would stroll to the plate. Five-run ball game. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jansen pops this one out towards left field. T coming in now. He's going to make the grab, and that retires the side. But the Pippins push 3 across in the bottom of the 6th.
We go to the top of the 7th. It's 10-5 now. Pippins trying to continue the comeback.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Walla Walla's lead is now down to 5 runs as we're into the late innings here in Yakima. Top of the 7th inning, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Sweets. Pearson Pollard's coming off of a 1-2-3 frame against the top of the Sweets order. Trying to hang another 0 and get his offense back to work. Billy Scaldaferri is the first man, as he will take a ball down and in. Pippins got runs from Bittner, Reeser, and Porter, thanks to a single by Ethan Buckley, a fielder's choice by Jared Stevenson, and then a passed ball by Walla Walla's catcher, Zane Bidwell. Pitch again down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. To take a look back, it could have been an 8-5 ball game had a walk by Evan Ellis not scored and a hit by pitch by Pearson Pollard not scored. A couple of free passes biting Yakima Valley as Pollard's in danger of issuing another one. He's behind in the count 3-0. Scaldaferri is 0 for 3 today, but he reached on an error back in the 4th. Needed a strike. Count now 3-1. Pippins came into today at 6-11, looking for win number 7 in the regular season. Walla Walla trying to avoid dropping their 10th contest. 3-1. That one is just downstairs. A leadoff walk for Scaldaferri. So now Jacob Talbot, designated hitter today, is 1 for 3. See if we can get a ground ball back up the middle and get Pearson out of this inning quickly. Nobody down. Scaldaferri just took a leadoff walk. Healthy lead over at first against the lefty Pollard. Not going. First pitch, down and away. Breaking ball didn't quite make it back to the plate. There is some action in the Yakima Valley bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. First to check over to first. Good stop by Buckley to keep that from going away. With Sinasak out of this ballgame and Buckley in at first, Porter catching, that means the designated hitter Cole Hansen is the one warming up the new arm. 1-0. This is ripped. This is fair ball down the left field line. Hansen gets out of the way in the bullpen. Jansen's going to come up firing to third. And it's a no-out double. And Walla Walla immediately threatening after giving up 3. Trying to see who the arm warming up is. It's Branson Rozier getting loose for Yakima Valley as Eddie Kribbe going to go out and have a chat with Pearson Pollard. Pearson's been able to come up big in his outings, but right now he's in a lot of trouble. 2 in scoring position, nobody out. The 2 teams are even in the hit column, 8 apiece. Walla Walla leads 10-5 in the run column, and Yakima Valley has committed 3 errors in this contest. 1 by Shebler, 1 by Sinisak, and 1 by Bittner. The infield is going to play on the grass, as you really have to cut down any run that's coming home. 5-run contest. We're in the late innings. First pitch skips in front. Good block by Porter. 1 ball, no strikes. Pollard needs to get back into the count. He's lost the strike zone a little bit here in the 7th. 1-0 pitch. That's high and away. First base is open, and a walk technically does not immediately hurt you. But based on the track record of this game, you'd love to get an out here. 2-0. That's downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Pollard needs to dig deep. Pippins have won the series, trying to go for the sweep. They're in a 5-run hole right now. The 3-0, that pitch in there. Stuyvesant was taking off the elbow guard, has to throw the strap back on. Three balls, 1 strike now. Dangerous situation. Walla Walla threatening here in the 7th. 3-1 misses outside. That is definitely ball 4. And so the bases will be loaded here in the top of the 7th. Andrew Deminu, the right fielder, now the center fielder today. 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice, though. And came around to score back in that 3rd inning as this pitch hits Deminu. A run's going to score. Nobody is out, and Garrett DeGallier has popped out of the dugout. Pollard's run out of gas, as I think that's the symbol. Garrett DeGallier would like a new arm. We'll get you all the information on Branson Rozier. Good outing by Pearson Pollard for what he's done. He's able to get through 2 innings, but with the bases loaded and a run already home, the move has been made. We'll be right back.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
The Yakima native, Branson Rozier, is on the bump, 5'11", 185 from Columbia Basin College. 0 for 1 this season, or 0 and 1 this season for Yakima Valley, a 9.64 ERA, but the last couple of contests he's been asked to do quite a bit. Went 1 inning scoreless against Cowlitz, 2 innings scoreless against Northwest Star, an inning and a third scoreless against Portland on June 17th, but then gave up 3 runs in 2/3 of an inning and actually took the loss in the June 19th game on Thursday in Portland. He fires the first pitch away for a 1-0 count. With the bases loaded, he inherits from Pearson Pollard, who went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, currently 2 runs across. He gave up 1 in the 5th, 1 already here in the 7th. All 3 runners on base are his responsibility, though. This pitch, that one caught the black. Makes the count 1-1. Rozier, don't know why it only gives him credit for 4 2/3 innings. Well, it's been about that much. He did pitch against the CCL Showcase team and Northwest Star, as this one's fouled away. So overall on the summer, has pitched 7 2/3 innings. He struck out 5 this summer with Yakima Valley. He's walked 5 as well. Strikeout here would be big. Middle infield plays for a double play. Corners are in. 1-2. That's down and away. Evens the count at 2. Zane Bidwell has not seen a lot of time in the recent days, but getting to play here and making the most of it. A 2-2. This one's down and away. Count now runs full. Matthew DeGurry's been a little bit of an accordion today. In and out has fluctuated as the game has gone on. As now a payoff pitch. This one is served foul. It's going to get to the seats. So the count remains full. Rozier trying to get back to the form in the early part of this month. Would like to forget the performance during the second game in Portland. Another payoff pitch. This one's a line drive back into right center field. 1 run is home. Making the turnaround third and coming in is Stuyvesant. On an overthrow, Bidwell's going to take second base. And the situation remains the same, but 2 more runs come across. Walla Walla back on top. They get the 3 runs right back that they just gave up to Yakima Valley, and this 13-5 score is reminiscent of that third game the first time around. It was 12-7 by the end of that one. Demanu stands at third. Bidwell is at second after the single. They actually give that a double. I think it probably could have been a single and then an advance on a throw. But either way, there's still nobody out. The infield plays in. Three runs already across. 2 in scoring position. Johnny Backus for the second time today. He struck out back in the 5th inning against Pearson Pollard. Both walks have scored in the inning. The hit by pitch standing at third. Rozier's 1-1. That pitch misses away. Pollard's now given up 4 runs on the night. A 5th and final run is waiting at third base. Bidwell was the first batter that Rozier's responsible for. A 2-1. A wave and a miss. Backus trying to put one over that right field wall with the wind blowing that direction. As now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield continues to play in. Left-handed bat, right-handed arm. The 2-2, that one's downstairs. A walk would reload the bases. Quarter past 7 here in Yakima. In case you missed it, it's 13-5. Payoff pitch. That one called strike 3. Backus does a double take, and there's the first out in the inning. Big first out there for Branson Rozier. Also, in case you missed it earlier today, LSU won the College World Series in Omaha. The Tigers back on top for the first time since Paul Skeens pitched for LSU. First pitch to Trevor Teen, the top of the order, is downstairs for ball 1. Rozier trying to limit the damage. The 3 runs that have come across have been credited to Pollard. Can't allow any more base runners as that pitch dances over the plate to even the count. T on the day is 1 for 3. The left fielder scored once. That was on the single. That's now a 1-1. Pitched below the zone. Pippins' pitching was so good the last 2 games, but now 5 walks today. Total of 4 hit by pitches as well. Total that is 9 free passes. 2-1 high and away. And most of those free passes have come around to score. Cole Rogers was hit in the foot. He scored. Stuyvesant was hit. He scored. The 3-1. That pitch caught the outer black. So the count's going to run full with 1 out. As the shadows of the grandstand starting to creep over the foul territory on the infield. Rozier coming set now. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 aboard and 1 out. Fouled back. T decided to pull the trigger and was just able to stay alive. Pippins would love to get back on offense as they find themselves down by 8. It was cut to 5 in the bottom of the 6th, but 3 have come across for Walla Walla. Payoff pitch is upstairs, and another free pass issued by Pippins pitching. Bases reloaded, a double play would end the inning, and that's what the middle infield is going to do. They'll shift back for the twin killing. It's now Landon Young strolling up to the dish. Young waves the stick behind his head. The first pitch is a strike. Rozier certainly got some hometown fans cheering for him. I would suspect his family is in the stands, the native of Yakima. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's outside. Well, we already talked about scheduling, but Yakima Valley does have an off day here at home before welcoming the Corvallis Knights to the Orchard on Tuesday. Earlier start today. Would love to get to the off day. Swing and a miss. Down to a knee goes Landon Young. We're into the heart of the season now, and 6 games in 6 days. Certainly it comes back to get you, especially against the number 1 team in the West Coast League, the Portland Pickles, earlier this week, and now facing the number 2 team in the South, Walla Walla. Although Yakima Valley's won 2 out of 3 so far as he misses outside 2-2. It'll be the same routine next week, except the Pippins are at home for the first 3 and then head on the road to see the Bend Elks to end out the month of June. A 2-2. Another one outside. With the bases loaded, there's nowhere to put Landon Young. Rozier needs a strike. The count is full. There's 1 out. Demanu at third, Bidwell at second. T is at first. Payoff is downstairs, and Rozier walks home a run. That is Landon Young's 15th RBI now. 14th. Can't do math. Listening intently to Drew Alba, the Sweets radio play-by-play man, Landon Young now leads the team through 16 contests as Coach Kribbe heads out to talk with Branson Rozier. 14-5 is the score here at the Orchard. Fans here have been anxiously waiting to stretch in between the top and the bottom of the 7th inning. Of course, it's also Sunday Funday, so quite a few young fans in the crowd waiting to run the bases after today's contest. They've been treated to an offensive explosion, maybe some pent-up frustration for the Sweets, who had been on a run since playing in Yakima Valley the first time. They won 8 of the next 12 games they played. First pitch in there. But over their last 10, including the 2 earlier with Yakima Valley, they're only 5-5. Lost 1 game to Kamloops at their home ballpark. A 1, a breaking ball floats in. Walla Walla currently only 2 games above 500. Despite sitting in second place in the West Coast League South, Corvallis is quickly coming up to try and overtake them. Top of the 7th, the 0-2. That misses. Not a bad pitch to miss with. Up and away, trying to change the eye level. Dom Cadiz is the man in the box. He's the 9th man to hit here in the 7th inning. Walla Walla about to bat around again. A 1-2, breaking ball upstairs. Rozier got ahead in the count, but now it's back to even. Bags juiced. Branson Rozier needs a second out here. 2-2, the pitch on the way. This is fouled off. Good location. Cadiz was able to spoil it. That .397 batting average coming into today has jumped up. At one point, he was second place in the West Coast League in batting average, only behind Kyle McDaniel of Portland. Another 2-2. This is a rope out towards the gap in left center field, and everyone's going to run for a while. 1 run home. A second run coming home. Here comes a third on the wave. There will be no play, and it's a bases clearing double by Dominic Cadiz. He's got 5 runs driven in on the day, and it's all Sweets here in the 7th. Zane Bidwell scores. So does Trevor T. Landon Young scores from first. And Branson Rozier will have to exit after an unfortunate 7th inning. Jabari Simon's on next. We'll get you his numbers after this.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
There is a look at Jabari Simon getting his first action since June 12th, 10 days ago at Ridgefield. 13.5 ERA on the season. 3 games worked, though, only 4 2/3. So the ERA is a little elevated after a rough outing against Wenatchee where he gave up 5 runs, all of them earned. But since then, pitched against Walla Walla on June 5th, went 2 innings, gave up only 1 run. And in that game against Ridgefield back on the 12th, 1 inning, 1 run, 2 hits, but only faced 6 batters. First pitch he throws is a strike to Billy Scaldaferia, the 10th man to hit here in the 7th inning. This game was chugging right along after the 5:03 start time, but now at 7:30, we're nearing that 2.5-hour mark. After a couple of big innings by Walla Walla. 8th spot in the 3rd. They've put up another big number. A 7 spot here. That pitch is outside, 2-1. Pippins just looking for someone to get the last 2 outs here in the 7th. Scaldaferia is hitless today. Walk, error, double play, and a flyout. 2-1, that's upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. Simon in danger of walking the first man he sees. Cadiz stands at second. 3-1 is high and tight. And yet another walk here in the 7th inning puts a man aboard. That's the second time Scaldaferia has walked in the inning. He came around to score the first time. As it appears Tanner Kern is going to pinch hit here for Jacob Talbot in the designated hitter's spot. Lefty-lefty matchup. It's a little interesting they bring in Kern this inning instead of maybe the next inning. As now that pitch is in there for strike one. You can't just say that he came in the 7th either. You have to specify which at-bat for the 5 spot. Kern's going to foul this one back. Jabari Simon ahead in the count 0-2. Again, the Pips have an off day tomorrow, and then Corvallis is in town for 3. The 0-2 pitch. This one's lined through the right side. Runners are going to move station to station, and the bases are reloaded. Don't know what else to say here in a 17-5 ball game, as the Pippins just cannot find the last 2 outs here in the 7th. Giving up 7 runs already. The only man that has not reached base so far in this inning was Johnny Backus in the 9 spot. Nate Stuyvesant took strike 1. Jabari Simon just needs an out. That pitch is downstairs. Porter blocks it to prevent an 8th run from coming across here in the 7th. One ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball, a big cut by Stuyvesant. Jabari's ahead in the count. Pitch on the way. That nearly clips Nate Stuyvesant. It's 17 runs on 11 hits. No errors committed by Walla Walla. 5 runs on 8 hits. 3 errors committed by Yakima Valley. The 2-2 from Simon. That's down and away. And now, with still only 1 out, it's another payoff pitch by a Yakima Valley pitcher. Simon's going to step off. The 2nd and 3rd outs here in the 7th inning are eluding the Pippins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bags are juiced. That pitch is called strike 3. And the 2nd out finally recorded for Yakima Valley. Both outs in the inning have been strikeouts looking. One by Backus and one by Stuyvesant. And now Andrew Diminu bats with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Simon's first pitch is upstairs. Can't quite close the book yet on Rozier. The 3 men aboard are his responsibility. 1-0, that one's in there. You can close the book on Pearson Pollard. 2 innings, 1 hit, 5 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and a strikeout. A hit by pitch as well on the night for Pearson. 1-1 is high and away. Makes the count 2-1. Walla Walla's exploded offensively here in Game 3 of this Battle of the Basin second series played in Yakima. The 2-1 is fouled away, and now the Sweets are down to their final strike here in the 7th. Diminu, the center fielder, was plunked earlier in the inning that drove in the first of the 7 runs so far. A 2-2 breaking ball. This is a little looper. It's going to drop in for a hit. Everybody moves up 90 feet. And it's now 18-5. Another 8 spot put up by the Walla Walla Sweets. So now you can close the book on Rozier. $18 seems to be a number that the Pippins have stuck with the last couple of weeks. They gave up 18 in the first game, actually 19 to Portland. That was a final score of 19-2. It was 17-4 on Wednesday. And before the trip, on Father's Day, Yakima Valley won a game 18-2. The 1-0, that's downstairs. I think the more frustrating part for the Pippins is not that they gave up 18 runs. It's the fact that the reason they have 18 runs, or they've given them up, is 2 8-run innings. And the bases are still loaded with Bidwell swinging freely. You don't see very many 8-run innings in a game, let alone 2 of them in the same contest. And on top of that, the Sweets have put 1 up in the 4th and 1 up in the 5th. The 2-1, that's a swing and a miss. Jabari needs 1 more strike to finally close the door on the top of the 7th inning. 13 batters, now 14 with Bidwell, have stood in the box. The 2-2, that's downstairs. Another full count here with the bases loaded. This time it comes with 2 outs. Runners will get some lead over at their bases. Payoff pitch. That's downstairs, ball 4, and 9 runs have crossed the plate for Walla Walla in the 7th inning. This is Jabari Simon's inning to eat, as he allows his first run across of the contest. Now Johnny Backus, who struck out for the first out in the 7th inning. He's going to ground the first one over towards the Sweets bullpen. You send 9 guys in your batting order to the plate during a game. This is the equivalent of all of them scoring in the inning. And in fact, most all of them have. The only one is this man, Johnny Backus, who's down in the count 0-2. Backus struck out in the 7th inning. Well, this is the 7th inning. He was the first out. Can he be the third? The 0-2 dances down and away. Even down by a big margin. The Pippins not exactly pounding the strike zone. That's what's allowed the 7th inning to drag on. The 1-2, that one drops in for strike 3. And the top of the 7th inning comes to a close. It's 19-5. Walla Walla is on top. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at the Orchard. New pitcher on for Walla Walla. The new arm is Paxton Finberg, 5'9", 180 from Kirkland, Washington. Finberg will face 3, 4, and 5 for Yakima Valley here in the 7th as the Pippins now find themselves down 19-5. First pitch is called a strike to Dylan Anderson. This was a ball game that was 10-5 about 30 minutes ago. He's ahead in the count 0-2 to Dylan Anderson, who's 2 for 3 today. Sweets trying to get this one done as soon as possible to get back home. That pitch downstairs. Game all but wrapped up here with a 14-run lead. Just have to polish off the last 9 outs for Yakima Valley on offense as Anderson stays alive. Unless the Pippins can storm back and score at least 14, which would be maybe one of the craziest things I've seen in my life, as Anderson just gets a piece of that one. Hard to believe there was an 8-run 3rd inning and a 9-run 7th inning. Other than that, the game has been very good. This one's right back where it came from, over the head of the new pitcher, Finberg. Anderson's on for the 3rd time. All 3 have been base hits. So now Cole Hansen, the designated hitter, has also served some time as a bullpen catcher after Max Senesac was ejected in the top of the 6th inning. That feels like forever ago. First pitch, he fouls straight back towards the press box. Looks like Colton LaFave is helping warm up. Looks like Langan Naylor has grabbed a ball down in the bullpen. Pippins might use a position player in the top of the 8th inning. The 0-1 is sent out towards center field. Demanu makes the grab. That is out number 1. Quiet day for Cole. 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. And now Kyler Bittner, who's got 2 doubles today, trying to advance Dylan Anderson. There is a second body in the bullpen for Yakima Valley, but he has since stopped throwing. First pitch, this one's popped up on the infield. Fenberg's going to call everybody off. And the pitcher fields his position. And there are quickly 2 out. Not very often do you get to write down P1 in your scorebook. Now here comes Gage Reeser. Fenberg quickly 2 outs after the hit by Dylan Anderson as he fires in a first pitch strike to Gage Reeser. Appears most of the action in the bullpen is done. Langan Naylor will likely come on to pitch the 8th. This pitch is grounded foul. Colton LaFave is going to go grab that one in foul territory. No balls, 2 strikes. A man is aboard. 0-2 pitch. This one's sliced over towards the pole. It's going to get down and all the way to the wall. Dylan Anderson's going to pull up into third. Gage Reeser settles for a single. Runners are at the corners with 2 outs. That is Yakima Valley's 10th hit. 5 runs on 10 hits. That's a pretty good night if you obviously don't give up 8 runs in the 3rd and 9 runs in the 7th. That's going to have you in quite a few ball games. But just minus that 8 and that 9 up there on the scoreboard. Porter's going to pop one back towards us. This one is going to one-hop right over towards us. Oh. I was really kind of hoping that would hit the flat part of the concourse here. Instead, it hit a chair and took a weird hop. I have a feeling we're going to get one in here eventually. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Fenberg searching for his first strikeout in this ball game. Ethan Buckley would love a chance to hit here in the 7th. 0-2's downstairs. Porter singled, would later come around to score in his first trip in the 6th inning. A 1-2. This one's poked out to center field. Deminu's going to settle under it and make the grab to send us to the 8th. 19-5 is the score. It's all Walla Walla here in Game 3.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
The man you see out on the pitching mound is Finley Spicer from St. Scholastica, making his pitching debut with the Pippins this summer. Yakima Valley electing to use a position player instead of a pitcher. I don't know if Finley's got pitching experience at the collegiate level. Of course, in high school, just about everybody pitches. Spicer will be tasked with the top of the order for Walla Walla. Branson Rozier was only able to go a third of an inning, gave up 4 runs, 2 walks and a strikeout on 2 hits. Jabari Simon got the other 2 outs in the 7th, gave up only the 1 run of his own, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. As now Finley Spicer will face Trevor T. Another substitution as Ethan Hogan, who just joined the team on Friday, is in the ball game. First chance hopper is foul to Hogan. You see him standing there at third. Everybody else remains the same for now. I'm sure that I would not be surprised if some more defensive substitutions come in for Yakima Valley. Hogan comes in for Schebler and will bat third in the 8th inning. Finley Spicer just trying to get 3 outs and get the offense back out there. He's ahead in the count 0-2. Finley doesn't look like just any ho-hum position player out there on the bump. He's got a decent arm. He's humming in. Of course, he's an outfielder, so certainly has a plus arm compared to maybe a first baseman. 0-2, that one nearly clips Trevor T. He's smiling up there. You could see just barely on our center field camera, him and Spicer both with a big smile. The 1-2, Finley tried a breaking ball there. That one out of the hand at 75. Decent RPMs. 2,100 on the spin rate. A 2-2 now, a swing and a miss. Finley Spicer's got his first strikeout as a Pippin. I'm surprised he's not throwing that baseball to the dugout. I'll do some digging, see if Finley has any pitching experience. As Landon Young strolls in. First pitch is fouled off over into the stands. Does not have any pitching statistics at the collegiate level. That pitch is behind Landon Young. Now, Finley's perfect game profile does list him as an outfielder, a right-handed pitcher, and a shortstop. This pitch is fouled off by Landon Young. Going on to his high school stats. Ooh, maybe we found something here. Finley's career. We did find some numbers. First a 1-2. This one's hard on the ground past Hogan, who's diving in his first chance on defense. Landon Young with a big turnaround first, but he will stop for a single. Finley recorded 3 years of pitching statistics with Union Pines High School. A career 3.08 ERA at the varsity level. Went 5-4 in 15 contests. So that's a man who knows a little bit about the pitching mound, as this one's fouled away. He's got a good arm, 86 mile an hour, 87 on a couple of his fastballs. So not just your regular position player in there pitching. This is a guy that knows what he's doing up there. He fires a fastball in. It's 0-2. All of Finley's decisions came in his senior year. He went 5-4 in 13 games. This pitch is hard through the left side. Back-to-back hits for Walla Walla. 4 hits for Dom Cadiz. 2 doubles, 2 singles, and 5 RBI. Just an absolute dominant day for Cadiz, the first baseman. He's definitely climbing back up there at the top of the West Coast League's batting average statistic. 0-1, that one's upstairs. I'll have to correct myself. I read it wrong. Finley had 2 years at the varsity level. 1 year pitched in 8 games on the JV level. Actually, doesn't look like he did, as there's no stats. His junior year in 2 games had a 1.62 ERA. And then, of course, that senior year really stepped up his pitching game. 2-0, that's upstairs. Finley in danger of walking the bases loaded. Trying to find his numbers of where he was ranked as a pitcher as he fires a strike there. Three balls, 1 strike. Finley on the way home. This one's popped up on the infield. Buckley chasing it over towards the Sweets dugout. Getting turned around, and he doesn't have a play. So now the count runs full with 1 out. Of course, Finley up there on the bump, spend a little bit of time with Limestone College before moving to St. Scholastica, where he is now. I just love digging through his recruiting stuff. This pitch is sent out to center field. Stevenson, he's going to settle under it. Runners do not advance. Perfect Game says that Finley has a long and lean frame, and he ran a 7.69 60-yard dash, primarily a third baseman with good lower half actions. Also pitched with good arm speed through high 3/4 slot. I'm just reading verbatim here. Oh, first pitch is upstairs to Tanner Kern, who singled back in the 7th against Jabari Simon. The last 2 words of his showcase report, as that one is just foul, says outstanding student, which is very important when part of your title is student athlete. That was taken at the 2020 Atlantic Coast Prospect Showcase. Of course, Finley from North Carolina is 1-1. That's in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sweets up 19-5. Spicer, the 1-2, he loops an eephus pitch in there and sends it out towards the left field line. Caught by Jansen. Spicer's the first one back to the dugout. We go to the bottom of the 8th here at the Orchard.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Six outs left on offense for Yakima Valley. Ethan Buckley is the first man to hit here in the 8th inning. It'll be Buckley, Stevenson, and then Hogan. As a couple more position players make their way down to the bullpen to warm up for the 9th inning. Finley Spicer worked a scoreless 8th inning. Able to get a strikeout as well. It's still Fenberg out there on the bump for Walla Walla as this pitch is downstairs. I don't see any defensive substitutions for the Sweets, but I could be wrong. 1-0 pitch. This one's on the ground over to third. Scaldaferri's up with it. There's out number 1 here in the 8th. So now Jared Stevenson, who is 0 for 2 today. Stevenson still looking for that first hit as a Pippin. I should say in the regular season. He did pick up a couple of hits during the Northwest Star Series. As the first pitch is downstairs for ball 1. It appears that Langan Naylor and Gage Reeser are the pair that are down there in the bullpen. A 1-0, that's out there, in there. Pardon me. 1-1. Fenberg being tasked with getting the next 3 outs as Stevenson watches a pitch downstairs. We'll see if they stick with him for the 9th inning, as there is action down in the Walla Walla pen. 2-1, a big cut by Stevenson. So now the count, 2-2. Fenberg into the windup. That pitch downstairs. Stevenson has been on base. A walk today. He walked earlier, has scored 1 run. As now the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss. Fenberg's got his first strikeout. So now Ethan Hogan strolls to the dish. Hogan from Tacoma Community College, the new man, has not had a chance to play until today. Hogan swings from the left side. Crowd thinning out. Of course, some of the fans are headed down to the third base side to run the bases afterward. As this pitch is fouled off, will it stay in the bowl? No, it goes right over. Sun continuing to set as the last little rays of daylight stretch over the orchard. As Hogan watches ball 2. Schebler ends his day 0 for 4. A 2-1, that's downstairs. Hogan trying to get on base for the first time. Fenberg, the 3-1. This one's a high chop over to first. Cadiz flips to the covering pitcher to retire the side. Down in order goes Yakima Valley. And we go to the top of the ninth, 19-5, here on a Sunday night.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens app is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
There's a little bit of the setting sun up on the Yakima Ridge beyond our right field wall. As we're in the top of the ninth inning, and Langan Naylor is on to pitch and get the final 3 outs on defense for Yakima Valley before they send the sticks back up one more time. First pitch is high. Throwing about 75, 78. A swing and a miss by Nate Stuyvesant. Take a look around the league. I already mentioned some of the finals, but a couple more games have gone final. Game 1 between Corvallis and Ridgefield ended with the Knights on top 5-4. Springfield took the second game today against Cowlitz 2-0. The bottom of the fourth at game 2 down there at the campus of Oregon State. It's scoreless as this one's ripped on the ground. Hogan unable to get the backhand. And Stuyvesant is aboard on the 4th error of the night. What else did you expect down in Portland? The Pickles on top 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th. As Langan Naylor is on to work the 9th here for Yakima Valley. Just like Finley, did pitch in high school. First pitch upstairs. 2 years with Post Falls High School in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. His junior and senior years on the varsity squad as a pitcher. This one's popped up over my head. We won't talk about the junior year. It says he had a 26-25 ERA in 1 game, but the senior year much better. A 1.28 ERA over 9 games. Pitched 27 1/3 innings. Only gave up 5 earned runs and struck out 24 batters. So Garrett DeGallier probably asked his dugout, hey, who's pitched before? We're going to use you instead of our arms. 2-1s upstairs as Naylor's unable to find the strike zone. Yakima Valley already kind of a thin bullpen. Even though they've only used 6 pitchers in the first couple of games. Still a thinner bullpen than quite a few of the teams in the West Coast League. A couple of guys that got hurt. Noticeably, Aiden Anderson, no longer with the squad. payoff pitch. This one's on the ground over to Hogan. Second chance. On to second for one. To first, it's high. There's out number one. Stuyvesant is forced out. Zane Bidwell, the catcher, bats next. Another ground ball like that would be nice with the catcher running. First pitch right in there. Yakima Valley has tomorrow off, and then the Corvallis Knights make their way to Yakima County Stadium for a 3-game series starting on Tuesday. All 3 games are scheduled to start at 6:35 p.m. Then after the Thursday contest, Yakima Valley will hit the road bright and early on Friday morning to travel to Bend for a 3-game set with the Bend Elks to end the month of June. Can you believe it? The 0-2. This one's a slow chopper out towards short. Hogan, the third baseman, is going to come up with it and throw on the run. That's a nice play. Taking an out away from Kyler Bittner. And now Walla Walla down to their final out here. Johnny Backus. He's got a hat trick since entering in the 5th. 3 strikeouts. First pitch is outside. Well, I know it feels like the Pippins are just trying to get through innings, but for guys like Finley Spicer and Langan Naylor who have pitched before in competitive contests, maybe this is the start of potentially going back to their schools and saying, hey, I may have pitched in a blowout game, but especially in Finley's case, he's still cooking about 85 on the fastball. And with a little bit of training, you could easily become a two-way player. That one's in there for 1-2. Not that being a two-way player is easy at the collegiate level. You don't see very many. But it is possible. Langan Naylor with a man at second. He's got a 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Backus with the golden sombrero. 4 strikeouts on the night. Langan Naylor hangs a 0. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Pippins looking to put up some runs.
The Coliseum in Rome had their gladiator games, but it can't compete with Legends Casino Hotel's Coliseum of Cash. During our Summer of Games Thursday drawings in June, we're giving away over $77,000 in cash, plus a new Kawasaki side-by-side. Just use your Legends rewards card to earn entries. Who needs Roman chariot races when you can leave them all in the dust in a Kawasaki side-by-side? All hail Legends Casino Hotel in June, and let this Summer of Games begin.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
2, 3, and 4 scheduled here for Yakima Valley. As we're in the bottom of the 9th inning, 19-5 is the score. Glad you're still with us. Just 3 hours into this ball game. Sunlight still hanging around. First pitch to Neil Jansen from the new pitcher Godinez is high and away for ball one. Well, it's very unlikely that Yakima Valley is able to complete a 14-run comeback. If they are, I don't even want to give myself a challenge. The 1-1, that one's downstairs. Jansen on the day is 0 for 4. Let's see if he can end the series on a high note. Looking for some personal wins here as he swings and misses at that one. Godinez, the left-handed hurler. Second southpaw that Colby Waterloo has used today. The 2-2. This one's, did he go? No. Gabe Nobert runs the count full. Most of the kids waiting down to run the bases as the 3-2 is a slow dribbler back up the middle. Young was playing to the pull side, and Jansen will beat it out for an infield single. So Jansen able to salvage his day. And now Dylan Anderson up to the dish. Godinez looking for 3 outs. First pitch is outside. Well, Walla got a 4 for 6 day from Dom Cadiz with 5 RBI and 2 of his own runs scored. As Anderson sends that one back. What a day for Dom Cadiz. It's not very often that you get to see a player, even if it's not for the team you root for, have quite a day like that. To get 4 hits, 2 doubles, and 5 RBI. That's just unheard of. I mean, there's a couple things in this game that are unheard of, like an 8-run 3rd inning and a 9-run 7th inning, but Dom Cadiz had himself a day. If that's not worthy of at least a mention by the league, I don't know what is. I mean, he didn't have quite the series I think he wanted. He went 1 for 4 yesterday and 2 for 4 on Friday as Anderson swings and misses. So not a bad series by any means. This one certainly helped Walla get on top of this one. The payoff pitch misses down and away. Godinez has allowed 2 straight base runners. Well, a little bit of life. Yakima Valley trying to tack on a run or 2 before going into the off day. Here's Cole Hansen trying to pick up his first hit on the day. He's going to cut late at that one. Again, Yakima Valley searching for some personal wins here in the batter's box. That one's down and in for ball 1. Corvallis is in town next, 6:35 p.m. on Tuesday. It's $2 Tuesday. 1-1. This one's on the ground over to third. Scaldaferri on to second for 1. To first, not in time. Cole Hansen beats it out on the fielder's choice. So runners will be at the corners with 1 out. Anderson's the man forced out. And now Kyler Bittner, who is 2 for 4 today. Last little bit of sunlight still here as this one's popped up into foul territory. This one's going to get out of play. Right on top of the Sweets dugout. Yeah, go get that souvenir, young fan. No balls, one strike. That pitch is outside. Walla Walla will have an off day as well tomorrow. And I believe they are headed back home. 1-1. That one's above the zone. 1 strike, 2 balls. Yep. Walla Walla's back home on Tuesday, hosting the Portland Pickles. Bittner's going to sky this one over towards the Pips bullpen. It's going to get out of play over by lefties. Oh, it actually clangs off the grandstand. That wasn't quite as deep as I thought it was going to be. Walla Walla's got 3 games with the Portland Pickles, and then this weekend, they get their weekend against the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Bittner's going to put another one high in the air. This one's tailing over towards the middle of the diamond, and it's put away by Landon Young. And now the Pippins down to their final out. Kind of a cool little promotion between these two sibling teams on Thursday night, the Corvallis series here. Mariner Moose is going to be in attendance to visit Scott T, and then the Mariner Moose will head down to Walla Walla for Friday's contest with the Northwest Star Nighthawks, the most famous moose in the Pacific Northwest. Seeing some of his mascot buddies this weekend. That'll be fun. I have not yet been to a Mariners game since coming out here in the middle part of May. I don't think they're home tomorrow for the off day, as Gage Reeser swings and misses to make it 0-2. One more strike to get for Walla Walla, as they are ready to shut the door on this dominant win to salvage the series. The 0-2, that's downstairs. We play on. Well, the Pippins can say that they still haven't given up 20 runs to an opponent, as Walla Walla ends tonight with 19. The 1-2 with Cole Hansen running. He's going to take second base. That might be defensive indifference. Counts now 2-2. Godinez needs one more strike. The pitch, that is outside. And the count runs full. Now they do give Cole a stolen base. All right, I'm all for that. Payoff pitch, runners at second and third. Godinez, the payoff pitch. This one's popped up, and it's going to come back our way. It got out of the field of play over into the concourse. Count will remain full. The lead runner is Neil Jansen. Trailing him is Cole Hansen. Another payoff to Gage Reeser. That's on the ground foul. Colton LaFave gathers that one up in the Yakima Valley bullpen. That one might become a souvenir for a young fan. Another payoff. This one scalded out towards right field. Everybody was playing in. The Pippins are going to get 2 runs. Gage Reeser rounding second. He's digging for 3. He's going to be in there easily. And now the ball gets away, but Reeser is going to be caught in a rundown as the pitcher was backing up the throw. The ball game ends with 2 runs coming across for Yakima Valley and a Gage Reeser triple that he tried to extend into an inside the Parker. 19-7, is the final score, as the Sweets able to salvage their second trip to Yakima and now move to 4-2 in the Battle of the Basin. The Pippins will have to wait until the trip during the 4th of July weekend to win the season series against their sibling rival. But this game comes to a conclusion. 19-7 is the final score, as the Walla Walla Sweets are able to get a win before they head back home to take on the league-leading Portland Pickles. Just a couple of numbers from this one. Dylan Anderson, 3 for 4 today with a run scored. Kyler Bittner, 2 for 5. Gage Reeser was 3 for 4. And the game would have continued had he not taken off for home plate. Ethan Buckley was 2 for 4 as well. Austin Murphy will be credited with the loss after giving up 8 runs in that third inning. The win will be given to Alex Jennings as he now moves to 2-1 on the season. We have an off day tomorrow, and then we will be back in action on Tuesday against the Corvallis Knights. First pitch is at 6:35. We'll have pregame at around 6:20. For all of us involved with the Yakima Valley Pippins, for especially our video crew, Maddie and Shay, I'm Harmon Johnson, signing off for now, saying stay safe, have a great night, and we will talk to you on Tuesday against the Corvallis Knights at 6:35. Final score again tonight, the Walla Walla Sweets 19, Yakima Valley Pippins 7. This has been Pippins Baseball.